Welcome to Howell Dawdy's Fast Track. I'm Howell Dawdy, and this is a show where me and a guest write a song in 1/2 of 1 hour. My guest today is my friend, renowned stand-up comedian Mandee McKelvey. She's shared the stage with Tig Notaro and Jonah Ray and countless others. She's a producer and co-founder of the Character Assassination Roasts in both Louisville and at the Laugh Factory in Chicago. Also, she co-hosts the Louisville version of We Still Like You, a live show where people tell embarrassing stories. And she's also one of the funniest people I know. Mandee McKelvey is here. Now, have I missed any big credits, Mandee?
Oh, no, you have. I was named by Thrillist as one of the 50 best undiscovered comics in the country.
Yeah.
And then right in the middle of the pandemic, just when I needed to hold on to that self-esteem boost the most, they apparently archived the article. And now when you try to search that credit, you can't find it. Yeah. Apparently, I only get to be that for 2 years and then it goes away.
They were scared you were going to use it.
I did. I used the crap out of it.
Yeah.
It's my only national credit. And now when you go, it just says like this article is archived and you can't even find like what a beautiful, it was glossy photos and it had an embedded video and it had a fun bio about me. And it was like, it made me look so amazing. And I was among some of these comedians in other parts of the country that I, worship. I was starstruck to be on the list. And now it's just like article not found. Like I made it up. Like I dreamed it.
You get a 404 when you
if I had have known that, if I'd have known that was a thing, I would have genuinely like printed it out, like had every section of the article, like saved, took photos, like had it framed so I could like always be like, yeah, I did that.
That is such a tragic story, and it is also very funny at the same time.
I hate it.
But we have to get going, Mandee. I am very sorry. I have a policy on this show of all business, no bullshit. That's the deal here. So I'm not going to say how you doing. I'm not going to ask what's going on in your world. Okay. And I'm going to have to cut your sad story off right there because we have to get down to business.
We got to write a song.
We got to write a song together. We have a half hour to write a song. I have not started the clock yet because there's two things we got to do.
Okay.
Before we start the clock. One is, do you have any questions?
Yes.
I will answer questions about the process, and then after that, we will determine in a way that is very fair to you, we will determine what kind of song we're going to write today. Before we hit start on the stop clock.
Okay.
We're going to come up with a concept.
Okay.
So what are your questions about the process?
How do you write a song?
If you're writing a song really fast, I will say this. You don't get bogged down in like, okay, we need to find the perfect melody right now, or we need to pick the chords right now. One way that we're speeding this process up is we're taking the music as a sort of given.
Okay.
The music is going to happen naturally when we have a hook in mind, when we have a vibe that we're shooting for.
Okay.
So if I know you want it to sound like, all right, so I used an example with my first guest, Michael Hale, was the song We're Not Gonna Take It.
Okay.
Now you could sit down and you could write that song note for note, or if you wanted to do it quick, you could say, let's do a song where we shout, We're Not Gonna Take It over and over again. And there's like some, and it's real drum heavy, and then you figure the other details out later, right? And you just write the lyrics and you figure out the vibe. And so that is what we're doing on this show.
Okay.
Does that answer that question?
I will get it. I pick things up. I'm used to doing things I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
And it's great. I'm excited.
You're going to be great. Let me put it very clearly and very simply. We're writing the lyrics.
Okay.
And if there's any element that you want in there. For instance, if you want it to start with a piano playing a piano solo. If you want it to have a steel drum solo in there somewhere, all you have to do is just tell me you want those things. And the arranger, me, will figure out how to do it, right?
Wow.
We're conceiving of the song and we're writing the lyrics and we're getting the vibe of it.
Amazing.
Eventually, when I'll demo out the song, and if you want to sing it, that would also be great. If you would like to sing it.
Wow.
Any other questions?
No?
Okay. All right. All right. Now, the way we pick the type of song, I think it helps to have a sort of silhouette on the horizon
Okay.
of something you can see.
Okay.
Now, with my first guest, Michael Hale, he was like, I want to do a sad country song. And so we did a sad country song. My last guest, Chris Vitito, he wanted to do a song that sounded like Billy Ocean's Loverboy. So we just went with that as our... So you can pick a type, a vibe, a genre, something you want to do, or I can roll for one of those things. I can roll for a genre, I can roll for a type of song, and it can be picked for you if you'd rather randomize it.
Oh. I'm very interested in randomizing it.
Oh, all right. All right. I haven't been able to do this yet.
I can tell you, when I sing just to myself where there's no music,
yeah,
I'm always mimicking 90s R&B.
Okay.
Because they will just go on forever, baby, come back to me, and I just want this, and I don't know about this, and come on down if you'll just give it, and you're like, where's the song? And I love that.
Okay.
So I do love that, but I don't know music enough to be able to make a solid decision. So I think we should just do it.
And also, our personality is going to determine what this song ends up being like. So if it ends up being like 90s R&B, even though it's a different genre, that's cool. I think that's cool. I think that's
okay.
But anyway, so I have genre, which would randomize like the very, very broad. I went with very broad genres like country, pop, folk, rap, rock, like just that stuff. Okay. And then there's also type. And I suppose there's no rule that says we can't do both of these if you would like, if you'd like to know both of them. But the type is like sad song, anthem, protest song, story song, love song, that kind of stuff.
Ah.
So would you like me to roll both of those? Would you like to roll one of them? Okay, let's roll both of them. All right, so here we go. We're rolling for genre.
Okay.
And we're getting metal. We got metal. Are you prepared to do a metal song, Mandee?
I'm not prepared to do anything. That's why I'm here.
All right. And then I'm rolling for type, and we got story song. So it's a story.
A metal story?
We're doing a heavy metal song that is gonna be a story.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's incredible. And also metal is kind of metal. I've been thinking about how to do metal lyrics because you have so much more. I think you have so much more flexibility in metal because when you're. It doesn't seem like metal lyrics are that as dependent on rhyme and melody and those kinds of and
yeah. I like to shout.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm stoked you're on board for this. So I'm going to start the clock right now, and then we're going to start writing. We have 30 minutes to write a heavy metal story song. Okay. And go. All right. So, what do you want the story to be about? Let's figure out the broad strokes here.
Oof. Well, I mean, we could write it about current events. We could write it about being stuck inside during a pandemic.
That feels more to me like a situational thing, like a story. If you're doing something that's actually really a story, you want there to be some kind of legendary quality to it, right? So you want it to be I mean, it could be a story about a legendary character who's trapped inside, sort of a Rapunzel type thing, maybe.
Yes.
Do you want to do something along those lines?
Yes, we could do that.
Because we are all cooped up, and that'll help us, reach those feelings. So we've got a Rapunzel type of heavy metal song is where we're going. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here. Sorry. You had a big smile on your face, and your head was moving like you were laughing, but I had no audio.
I'm just now my brain is reeling. So.
All right. Okay. Well, let's figure out some details about this person or this character in this song. So, who are they? What time period are we in?
Now.
Okay, it's right now.
Yes. They are trapped inside because it's too dangerous to go out.
And why is it too dangerous to go out? What's outside?
We don't know.
Okay, just something monstrous is occurring outside.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Been
All right.
inside a long time now. And it's
Long
very
time.
lonely.
And it's very lonely. Where are you finding these ideas, man? Okay. All right. Inside a long time now is very lonely. Is the story told from someone else's point of view, or is the story her singing about? I assume it's a her that's trapped inside and is very lonely.
I think it's probably her point of view.
Okay.
Or, we could do one of those boy-girl duets where she's like, I'm trapped inside, and he's like, I can't get to her.
Oh my God! What if it was like Evanescence?
Yes.
What if it was like Wake Me? I mean, that counts as metal. I think that's pop
I love
metal.
It. Yeah, I love it.
Let's have it be. Let's do. Yeah. So it's gonna be like I'm going. I don't want it to be exact. We don't want to just pull up the karaoke track for Wake Me Up and have it me going, let's go out. And you're like, can't go out right now. but
trapped inside.
But we do need to do something like along those lines where I'm shouting something sort of at certain points.
Yes.
But I think they probably started writing that song by writing her lyrics, and then he filled in like the little
he
stuff.
He just copied what she said.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and make this easy for ourselves. I'm going to be shouting some part of what you're saying, or contradicting it at the end. When we figure out what the song is, I might be contradicting it by saying, no, we should actually go out and we should brave the cold air or the monster or whatever is outside.
Okay.
All right. So let's start the let's get either a hook.
Okay.
So Wake Me Up is a hook, or a first line. Those are two good places to start with. A chorus or a strong first line. And this can be just like I think you have a great rhythm of speech in your stand-up, so I think you have a good sense of what's poetic and what isn't. Just reach for something that you might want to say in either the hook or the first line.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Now, the chorus specifically, we want that to be. Does she want to go out, or is she scared to go out?
She's too scared.
She's too scared to go out.
Too scared to go out.
Okay.
But she hates it inside. It's a real conundrum.
Right. Yeah, that is a conundrum.
She wishes she wasn't too scared to go out.
What if the song is called Conundrum? That's such a good song name. Conundrum. So, I've got myself a conundrum. The chorus is I've got myself a conundrum.
That's such a great country song, though.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. So, I think for a metal song, a cool move is to say the title in the first word, in the first phrase, but not in the chorus. So I think it should say. I think the first line of the song should be like, "How did I find myself in such a conundrum?" or something like that. Right?
Okay.
How did I find myself?
That's a power move.
In such a conundrum. And then, all right, and we'll put that aside for a moment as a potential first line of the song. The chorus is going to tell us a lot about what the perspective is the rest of the time. Okay. Is the chorus her shouting out, that she wants to go out? Is the chorus her rejecting someone's advances to go out?
Yeah, like I mean, I think she deeply wants to go out and see him, but
Okay.
she's like too afraid. She's
All right.
like, I want to, but I can't.
So what if I'm saying like, "Come on, babe, let's go" at the beginning of the chorus? Come on, babe, let's go, and then you say something like, "But I'm too afraid."
Yes.
This is actually really. I'm not used to writing this type of song. Like usually, like
Good.
my brain thinks in either like my brain thinks way more in like pop verses or rap verses or country
Yeah.
verses.
Yeah.
This is very nebulous to me, where I'm like I'm not even the the structure of it's not like easily revealing itself to me. So, but if I
Right?
was like, "Come on, babe, let's go," but and I'm turning it into Evanescence like in my brain
Me
as soon
too.
as you
I
say it.
keep doing it. I told you I'm not a musician because I can only hear songs I've already heard.
Yeah.
So every words I sing, I set it to music that I've already heard before.
Well, there's okay. The only rule of our show,
Okay.
or I should say of my show that you're on, the only rule here is that we write a song in a half an hour. There's no
Okay.
rule that says it has to be a good song, and there's no rule that says it can't be a ripoff of another song.
Fair enough.
So, I'm comfortable. I'm not. I don't think we should beat ourselves up if this is where
Okay.
our brains are going.
Yes.
So, come on, babe, let's go is a great striking line for a hook. I'll
Yes.
yell that out. Then you
Okay.
say, but I'm too afraid to
I'm too afraid, so I have to say
show my
no.
face. Oh, yeah. How about this? But I'm too afraid to show my face, so I have to say no.
Yes.
That's musical. And okay, so I'm thinking that the weight of that second part, your part,
Okay.
is so big that I think we need to do the "Come on, babe, let's go" maybe twice, and
Okay.
I have to say no. Let me work this out real quick in my head. I got to do a little math, a little chorus math here. So if I say "Come on, babe, let's go," and you say something like, "Oh, I cannot go," and I go, "Come on, babe, let's go," and you say, "But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no." Like it's that. I've turned it into a sea shanty, but that's. I think
Which I
that's.
don't hate.
I think that's the weight of it. I think that it needs like
Okay.
a "Come on, babe, let's go." What's a shorter version of "I'm too afraid to show my face, so I have to say no"? We really just need another word that rhymes with "go." So we could just look that up. Honestly, um, rhymes with. So no shame at all in looking up
I, c-
rhyming
I,
words when you are writing a song. So we've got glow, flow, ho, no, low. This says plow rhymes with
no, it does not.
um toe,
Well,
though,
can you put
so.
show there? Because you're already saying show. Can you just reformulate it so show is the rhyming word? Although that sounds weird to say
Hmm. I think
something
show.
about.
I think it'd be okay. So, hmm. I'm not seeing what is row, po, oh, slow, whoa, backhoe, banjo, big toe. We could have something about a big toe in there. All right. Come on, babe, let's go. But I'm too afraid to. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to. Maybe we'll just put a pin in this for now,
Okay.
and think about it later because
Okay.
we should dive back into this. Okay. So how did I find myself in such a conundrum? is your first line, if you're okay with
Okay.
singing that.
Yo.
Um, the world outside, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
we mentioned we're inside your brain, and then the second sort of couplet we say the world outside, or the second phrase, I guess. The world outside. How did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside has something.
So that part does not have to rhyme with conundrum.
I'm trying to figure out what the rhyme scheme would have to be
Okay.
here. So, how did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside.
Don't want to go out. Don't want to stay in.
Um,
Oh, no.
uh, hmm.
Does ho hum rhyme with conundrum?
It absolutely does. So, what do you think in there? Where do you want to
I don't
go
know.
with
It's
that?
just so boring inside, and every day's the same. So
Okay,
my
so what if we say
world
the world?
is so
What if
ho
we say the
hum.
world outside is um, could make me die, but the world inside is so ho hum,
Yeah.
something like that. The world
Yeah.
outside could make me die.
Yeah.
We might want to take another pass at that, but the world outside could make me die, but but inside is so hum hum. Ho hum, sorry. But inside is so ho hum. This is hilarious.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho hum. It's got almost a limerick's rhythm
It
to it.
does. It does.
All right. So let's do that again. Let's do that shape of a
Okay.
stanza again. And at
Okay.
that point, I will yell, "Come on, babe, let's go!" You know what I just thought of for the chorus?
What?
Here, listen to this. Listen to this. Come on, babe, I say, come on, babe, let's go. The world outside awaits. And you say, but I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's if this is a good song at all, that's what it's supposed to be, I think. All right. Okay, how did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho-hum. This, more so than a metal song. So far, I think we're working on like a Disney
I know, right?
hero
It is.
intro song.
That's like I can do it in a Disney princess voice.
Yeah. I think you should do it in the Evanescence voice. I think the strength of this is going to be in how we're able to emulate the that sort of real emotional goth quality of that.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise it is really just going to sound like a pop metal Disney song, you know? Anyway, not that Evanescence doesn't sound like pop metal Disney in their own way, really.
Yeah,
but if the Wake Me Up guy was like Lobster or something, that would be pop metal Disney. So we're at 15 minutes. We're halfway through. So we got to dive in. We need another stanza here.
Okay.
And then at least one more other stanza. Okay. And then we got to figure out what I think this kind of song needs to peak somewhere. Needs to really blow up at some point. So we'll need like a line where you're going like, and I no, where you just yell no or something like that. And if we get to the end and we don't have anything, then we'll just have you yell no in the middle. So, how did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho hum. let's put some legend in here. Let's put some
Okay.
monsters or spooky stuff or
Okay.
zombies or something in the second stanza, so
Okay.
that it's actually so it's not just a song about a shut-in who's weird.
Okay.
Um, uh, the world is. How did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho hum. Uh, what do you think? What's wrong outside? Let's put a name to it. What's wrong outside?
It's
Is the air on fire? Is there zombies? Is there
yes.
are there little
The air.
leprechauns that are attacking people and ripping their skin off?
No,
What's the
I like the air is on fire.
air is on fire? Literally,
Yes.
the air is on fire. Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's awesome. Because then I'm like trying to take you out in a blaze of glory. We're gonna go on a
Yes.
real hot date.
Yes.
So how did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho hum. The air outside my window would set my hair ablaze.
Nice.
And then ablaze rhymes with days. So,
Okay.
but I've been trapped in. But I've been trapped in something that rhymes with in, because we're doing that limerick thing here.
Okay. Ooh.
But I've been trapped in my lover's den. Are you with the guy, or you're not with the guy because you're lonely?
Mm-mm. I'm lonely. So
But I've been trapped in my lonesome den.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
My lonesome den for far too many days.
Okay, what?
I think how is so there could be a pre-chorus here where it's something like my lover calls to me, but my lover calls to me, but he's too dangerous to see. And if you want to like if you want me to change any of these, I'm going with it because we're
I see
we're
that.
at 19 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah. No, and I'm trying to hear it to how it would be sung, but I can't hear it yet.
Don't
Like
worry about
be.
how the melody will come to us naturally when
Okay.
we when you have to lay down the chords. The words have a way that they want to be. You should really all that matters is that we have the right number of words.
Okay.
And that they sort of they rhyme in a way that tells you what the song is going to sound like, right?
Okay.
My lover. Now, what do you think of my lover calls to me, but he's too dangerous to see? I think it's a little bit. It's not quite all the way there.
How come?
He's too dangerous to see is a little. Well, maybe the fact that it's vague is good.
Yes.
Maybe we leave that for now as it is, and then let's worry about the next stanza.
Okay.
So the next stanza, we've established the world, and we've established your feelings, and then we've said that the lover calls to you through whatever magical or technological means,
Okay.
and then I call out to you in the chorus, and you turn me down, and you have to say no.
Okay.
Third verse, or I guess this is really the second verse. The first verse is the two stanzas, but what do you want to happen after the chorus?
Do I take a chance and try to do it?
So yeah. Maybe. Well, we got the chorus is still gonna be when we get back to the chorus. You're still gonna be trapped inside. And I
Okay.
think it probably makes sense for you to still be, maybe you're staring at the door. Maybe you're
Okay.
thinking about it,
I like
right?
staring at the door. Yeah.
Okay, so da, 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 da. So it'd be nice to sort of reflect on the first line of the song. How did I find myself in such a conundrum?
Hmm.
Um, Maybe we have another word that rhymes with conundrum. What do you think would rhyme with conundrum? So let me write this out real quick. So I'm gonna have this third verse stanza. I'm gonna have it be very similar to the first one
Okay.
because that's sort of poetic. How did I find myself in such a conundrum? And then the second half of it'll be different. So I'm staring at the door.
All right.
Um,
I know it's like a big word, but is it numb or dumb that rhymes with conundrum?
yeah,
Numb or
numb totally
dumb?
does. And my
Okay.
butt is getting numb.
Okay.
Maybe your butt's getting numb because you're staring at the door. What would rhyme with what would rhyme? I'm staring. So I'm staring at the door. My lover's call. No. What? It's something about how he's calling out to you and he wants to pull you for. Been staring at the door. Oh no! Wait. Been staring at the door for several days or more. My butt is getting numb. This is like it's really like kids poetry.
Yes, it is.
It's
It is.
what is it? What is his name? The Where the Sidewalk Ends guy. I'm totally spacing out. Shel
Yeah, yeah,
Silverstein.
yeah. Yes.
How did I find myself in such a conundrum? Been staring at the door for several days or more, and my butt is getting numb. Do you want to say butt or ass? What hits harder for you?
What? You know what? We might have to make that call in the moment.
Well, we gotta decide now. We're at
Oh shit.
23.
Okay. All right.
Nothing goes in that we don't discuss here. So,
Oh, okay. Got it.
um,
I
what
guess
do you like more?
ass. I guess ass.
My ass is getting.
Yes.
It's kind of funnier to have the word ass in in a song like this. And my ass is getting. Okay, I love it. I love it. My ass is getting numb. I think we can do another chorus there.
Okay.
I think I can jump back in with the "Come on, babe, let's go. The world outside awaits." But I'm too afraid to show my face, so I have to say no. And we could kind of, I think this will work.
Okay.
We invert the structure so that you say my ass is getting numb, and I go and I just jump right back into the chorus, and I go, "Come on, babe, let's go."
Mm-hmm.
And then that pre-chorus that we wrote, where it's my lover calls to me, but he's too dangerous to see, we turn that into like a post-chorus thing, like a bridge section that's really
Okay.
big, where everything sort of blooms, right?
Okay.
We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And I think this is all we need to do. And then we'll discuss like the arrangement of it, and if you want a guitar solo
Okay.
or something in there. Do you want a guitar solo? This song should have a guitar solo, probably.
I assumed.
Like a
I assumed it would.
pretty epic sounding guitar
Yeah,
solo, I
I
think.
assumed it would.
So I'll do my best at that. So do you know what kind of part of a song I'm talking about, where it's this, you've heard the chorus a couple times, and then the singer is like it's like the singer turns to you and they're like, "Oh, and by the way," like just like a huge, like something huge. It's almost something
Right.
more out of a musical than a
Gotcha.
radio hit, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So it could just be My lover calls to me, but he's too dangerous to see. But I think there should
Okay.
be something very specific about how the world is on fire. You
Okay.
know? Um, if I should step outside, if we should step outside, this is you telling him no finally. If we should
Okay.
step outside, we both, oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but we both would surely die.
I knew it. I knew it.
Can we all right, can we change it from we both would surely die? Let's make it we both would fry.
Okay. Yes.
In the air we both would fry.
Yeah.
We both would, or should we say surely fry?
Yes. Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Surely.
You want
Surely
surely
fry.
fry. We both
Yeah.
would surely fry. In the sun's unholy blaze. All right. I think we're close here.
Okay.
I'm in the sun's unholy. If we should step outside, we both would surely fry. In the sun's unholy fire is kind of a soft slant rhyme. If we wanted
Okay.
to go, if we wanted to have 4 sort of I ending
Okay.
lines, which we might, which could kind of work. So in the sun's unholy, because I don't know what the last thing you say to him is it, what's your, okay, we got a minute and a half here. What's the sentiment in your last thing that you say to the guy? Is it, we have to wait? Is it, I can never see you again? Is it, this is over? What is it?
That we'll probably never see each other again.
Okay, so.
But it doesn't matter because we're probably never going to see each other again. Like,
right. So I guess this is goodbye. How about that?
Oh.
So I guess this is goodbye. And then I'm going to throw this in. I'm going to throw in a forever.
Okay.
Just because it's sad that way. So you're going to hold the word forever after that. Okay?
Okay.
So I guess this is goodbye forever. Right? Okay. So that's like really, okay. We have 45 seconds.
Oh my God.
We want a guitar solo. We want it a shouty metal pop tune like Evanescence. Just a fade out at the end. What do you want to do? Fade out at the end. How do you want to?
Yeah, I think about whispering forever, and then it's over. And then it cuts.
Oh, and a whisper of forever at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we would want to do that last chorus. We would want to do a chorus again after that big moment.
Okay.
But then, okay, so as far as the arrangement goes, we just want to emulate Evanescence, right?
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm good with that. And that's 30 minutes right there. All right. We did it. Somehow it keeps working. Somehow I keep doing this show and we don't completely fail to write a song each time.
It's so weird.
It's very exciting. So great idea for a song. We went with the randomized choice, and I think you jumped into it really gamely, and that's awesome.
I'm glad we randomized it.
Yeah.
Really kept us on our toes.
It's intense. It's intense, but it's very fun. And I appreciate you being on. So this will be Mandee McKelvey featuring Howell Dawdy. And
Amazing.
the name of the song, like we discussed, is Conundrum.
I love it. I love that.
Do you have any plugs that you know of that are not immediately this weekend?
Yeah, no, I know at the end of the last Thursday in March, which I I think that might be like the 31st or something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the last one. I'm doing, I'll actually be able to perform live in Louisville, which is nice. I'll be doing the Aloft Hotel
Uh-huh.
under the heading of Louisville Laughs is producing it. I'm going to headline there, and it'll be, there's not that many live shows to go to. So it's actually something you can
Right.
look up online under Louisville Laughs. You can purchase tickets, you can show up, you can have a drink, and you can see me live. And I've written about 30 new minutes, so hopefully that goes okay.
That's a little stressful, though, because you haven't been able to work those 30 minutes anywhere, have you?
Yeah, I got to work it a little bit. Like I got to work the seedlings for it at Planet of the Tapes.
Okay, yeah.
And then I went to White Rabbit last month. And then Isaac at White Rabbit let me feel out 2 more things. And then just maybe 3 weeks ago, I did an all ladies show where I got like 20 or 30 minutes and I like put the finishing touches on some things.
Oh, great.
And
great.
believe it or not, Zoom hasn't been the worst I'm getting a hang of it.
I think people are going to come out of this a little different with a different attitude towards this kind of thing.
I do too. I didn't realize how much time I was wasting, like switching locations for things where I didn't necessarily have to be in front of people.
Sure.
Because I'll never not want to do a live show. Of course, I want to do a live show anytime, all the time. I love it.
Right.
But now I genuinely, like the other night, I got to perform for an audience in California. Never been able to do that in my life because
Right.
can't go there, very expensive, have a day job. And it was like 10 p.m. there, but it was 1 a.m. here, and I'm in my bedroom in full hair and makeup, yelling, trying not to wake up my neighbors, like yelling into my computer screen about like cum or something. And I was just like, this is great. Like, I don't know any of these people. They've never heard my material.
Yeah.
And all they had to do was sit down in front of their computer. They would not, even if I flew to California, they wouldn't come out to see me because,
Yeah.
And like, but they're here because they're looking for something. And they trust the guy that booked them, that invited them. And
Yeah.
and I was like, man, this is great. And I was also wasting way too much time driving around to my friends' houses for basic meetings and
Sure.
brainstorming sessions
Yeah.
that we really didn't we could have done this. We just didn't know how to do this.
Yeah, you could just do it during dinner and open up a Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I think things will be different. And now, what percentage of this new 30 minutes would you say is about cum?
Boy, well, I don't say come for 20 minutes, but
when you do, it's huge.
But I imply come for 20 of the 30 minutes.
Wow.
I
All right.
imply I would say that of 20 minutes of the 30 minutes, come as a plot point.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
we keep finding our way back to it. I probably only say come for about 5 minutes straight without stopping. I just say the word come. But for 20 minutes, we circle back. There's a huge insinuation that this whole story is hinging on getting come.
Yeah.
And I think so I think it's not necessarily for kids.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to teach your kid about cum.
Right.
And then bring them out.
It's never too early, in my opinion.
Bring them out.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on Howell Dawdy's Fast Track. What a pleasure. I'm really looking forward to hearing both our voices in the song that is about to play right now, which is Mandee McKelvey featuring Howell Dawdy with Conundrum.
How did I find myself in such a conundrum? The world outside could make me die, but inside is so ho-hum. The air outside my window
world outside waits.
But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no. How did I find myself in such a conundrum? Been staring at the door for several days or more, and my ass is getting numb.
Come on, babe, let's go. World outside waits.
But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no.
Come on, babe, let's go. World outside waits.
But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no. We should step outside. We both would surely fry. It was such a holy fire, so I guess this is goodbye forever.
Come on, babe, let's go. World outside waits.
But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I got to say no.
Come on, babe, let's go. World outside waits.
But I'm too afraid to show my face, and so I have to say no.
Come on. Come on. Hey, if you enjoy this show and want to support it and me, head on over to patreon.com/Howell Dawdy, where $5 a month gets you access to exclusive content like bonus episodes and free downloads of the songs. Next week on the show, comedian, podcaster, and bar owner Stuart Wellington.